Rugby league, a sport of dreams, but today we're going to be looking at some of the nightmares that plague the league. The 10 scariest players in the NRL. 10 guys that we would not want to run at, and 10 guys, quite frankly, I might crap my pants if I had to run into. We're going to be doing a draft today, so each of us will pick 5 guys that we don't want to run at in draft order. Miles, for draft order, I want you to flip a coin to open things up.
Okay, I got my trusty 50-cent piece here. All right.
I say heads.
F*** you.
So with my first pick, I'm going to take Latrell Mitchell. Opposition players often break through, and you can see them looking up with terror in their eyes. They don't want to run into this guy.
Yeah, look, second coming of Greg Inglis, right? Yeah, he's just an absolute beast. A huge human, and I would not want to be anywhere near him on a rugby league field.
Who are you going to take in second pick?
Yeah, well, you kind of screwed me because I did like Latrell Mitchell. But I'm going to go for a forward, actually. A guy who has terrorised the league for years and is also still terrorising the league. Our man, Waerea-Hargreaves. Yeah, you cannot run at this bloke without, squeezing a little bit out. He is still in his 30s now, absolutely ripping blokes up, and it's just an absolute sight to see when he gets a head of steam up and you get him a little fired up and he only gets scarier.
That's a really good pick. I'm pretty upset with you for taking that one because he's the classic, serious, the general prop enforcer, the old school, straight up and down. He doesn't turn, he doesn't deviate, but if you run straight at him, you're probably going to die. So no, I really like that pick. And I met him actually the other week, just at a pub. And he's the nicest guy off the field, which was not surprising, but it's just funny how a lot of these guys, they're really tough on the field and then just such delightful guys off the field. I'm going to take my second pick. I'm going to stay in the backs here and pick a PNG superstar, Justin Olam. I would not want to run anywhere near him, and I'll tell you what, if you're running a short ball, you'd want to be wearing something on your ribs.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like when they had Marika Koroibete as well. They just kind of plugged Fijian in for PNG or whatever you want to call it. But they call him the Fear for a reason down in Melbourne. Because when he scores tries, the look on his face is the scariest thing in the world. It's like, mate, you scored a try, chill out. Like, it's all right, but yeah, he absolutely flies off his edge and destroys blokes. Fourth pick, I'm going to go with a guy slightly out of the box, and I think it's mainly just because of the way he's played the last couple of years, and I see the suspensions, and I like it. Mikaele Ravalawa. He absolutely flies off his wing, and he loves the old shoulder charge. Bring it back. I'm telling you right now, bring back the shoulder charge. Just don't hit back because I miss it so much. It's like my long-lost girlfriend that I never had. It's absolutely awesome to watch a bloke get a head of steam up and lift that shoulder and really get up someone.
I'm going to go into the forwards with this pick, and I'm going to take a guy that Miles absolutely wants here. Victor Radley, the enforcer for the Roosters, the enforcer for England. Crafty as anything, but my God, he can kill someone. A lot of suspensions as well. So, again, that counts for him. He's dangerous. No, I'm happy with this pick.
Yeah, look, Radley, the inflictor, folds people, right? He's just an axe on the field. Like, you don't want to run at him, and then also he can take you up top too. He's got the tackling ability of a Jake Trbojevic down low, and then up top he plays above his weight. I'm going with another forward, and it's my impact player, my man off the bench, Nelson Asofa-Solomona.
Ooh.
Got to take him. He is a big unit and has been a big unit for years, and this year he played on the edge. Imagine being a 5'8" or halfback, and you're marked up against Nelson Asofa-Solomona, and that day is then your funeral. So I loved what Melbourne did with him this year. I'd love to see more of it because they had so many injuries. He got the opportunity to play big minutes and play on the edge. This may be a bit of a bias pick because I had him in Supercoach all year, but with Nelson, I just don't want to be anywhere near him on the field. Plus, I don't want him falling on me either.
There was a game where Nelson was running at Ezra on the edge, and man, he was about 5 games into his career at that point. Ezra's excellent, but he's pretty small. And Nelson terrorized him. So, no, I can see what you're saying. It would be a scary assignment, and he adds a lot. He's probably your best pick so far. At pick 3, that's serious value. I'm about to blow you out of the water here, though, and I'm going to stick with another back here just to really mix it up and then finish off on a forward. Big Maika Sivo.
Oh, you dog.
Big Sivo. You're right. No, look, Maika Sivo. I think that rounds out my team. I've got Latrell, Olam, and Sivo out in the backs. Victor Radley in the middle. I'm just going to take one more forward here.
I'm going for team headhunters. That's what we're going to be called. We're going to be out to get you. And my last pick is actually a bloke who came under fire towards the end of the season. And surprisingly enough, he wasn't picked for the World Cup. But I'm interested to see Tane Milne become part of my team here.
Oh, mate.
And
it's controversial.
Yeah, it's not. It's more for health and safety reasons that I don't want to run at him, rather than I actually think he's that scary. But has a tackling technique that has been heavily criticised, especially towards the end of the season. I thought he should have got suspended before the game against Penrith. He was allowed to play, and just he launches himself and takes people high. Debatably might take him out of the game, but you look at it as one of those things where it could be a plus for your team, but he could also spend the game on the sideline and cop another 6 weeks for it. But again, as far as me running at him, I really would not want him to take my head off. Please don't do that to me, Tane.
That's a good pick. It's controversial, but you're going for maximum damage, and Tane Milne's a good pick for that. So my final pick here, pick number 5. I've got 3 guys I'm tossing up between, and I'm so confident in this draft that I'm going to share all 3 and take one on the fly here because I haven't decided yet. 3 guys. 1, David Klemmer. Second guy I'm going to say, and this is a bit more vintage, Wade Graham.
Yep.
And the third guy is a bit controversial, Cam Munster. So if I had to pick a half, he probably would have been the guy I picked, just because of the way he steals the ball. So I'd be running up. I think I have good ball security in general, and he'd come out with it, and I'd look like an idiot. And that's emotional pain, which is almost worse than the physical pain, right? I'm going to take Wade Graham. I love Wade Graham. He was my favorite player in the comp for a while. He is a beast. Wade Graham would destroy you. As long as you ran straight at him, he'd absolutely destroy us. So that's my final pick.
Was a beast. Was being the key word there. The guy I've gone for is kind of the heart and soul of his team, and he's certainly a guy I wouldn't want to run out purely because he's so scary looking on the field, and that's James Fisher-Harris. I do not want to be in that guy's way. I do not want to have anything to do with running the ball against Penrith, and he's on the field, and I just don't want a bar of it. And the worst thing is because he's so monotonal the whole time. He just stares at you, and it's the scariest thing in the world. I don't know how, because he shows no emotion whatsoever, but his just general look is scary.
Now, I want to turn this one over to the fans at this point. I want you to let us know which team do you think is better and which player in the NRL would you least like to run at. Now, if you like the video, leave us a like, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be making a ton of NRL content, and we'll chat to you in the comments. See you soon.
Cheers.